Me and Joyce Meyer's Jesus ain't the same. But I did learn to not talk about the unspeakable. It does you no good, but it causes. And I never want to see any of these hundreds of videos that I did in approximately the past year. Just all negative from my worst abuser. Why? I'm not going to look at one of them. Why would I even? They're awful. It's true awful. Yeah, it's just wrong that I was wrong so much, but I'm like fighting tooth and nail with a total denial, delusional denying, completely demon-possessed person. I wouldn't call him a person, entity, just in human form. I mean, he like physically attacked me as well, a lot. Just, how I was physically attacked by my dead husband, and I mean, I can just like do it in one video. I just had a feeling like, I'm not gonna watch that crap. He wants to know about crap. I do like the one pastor that goes into like New Age shops. I wouldn't call them New Age shops. Black magic shops. He knows all about it, and he evidently was delivered from a lot of demons from being exposed to that. I'm not sure his background. I think he was raised that way a little bit, or I'm not totally sure of his story, but it's really cool what he does. But he's wrong that you need to be baptized. I think eternal hell is completely wrong, because my late Susan Chappelle would never ever end up there, ever. I could care less. My kids are stolen away from me, but absolutely not. And there's too many really good people like Tim Han. It's just a recent infomercial that I saw that I remembered his name. Eternal Hell, I don't understand, but that young kid, I mean, he's young. He's in his 30s, so the young pastor is taught that way. So I'll see him in eternal heaven, but he's taught wrong. And just because all these people they came back from hell from near-death experiences, maybe there is a realm, but nobody knows what happens. I mean, everyone gets reincarnated back on hell Earth. That's known. That's very well known. But you don't know what really happens. All I know is that there is a real Jesus, the Son of God, and his blood made me sing. And like that saying to, I don't want to know, I don't want to talk about any of my horrible past, but it happened, and what was wrong with my dead husband and my worst abuser is they constantly told me it never happened. It's all in my head. I'm crazy. Well, then that makes me crazy. But then I'm with them. And just imagine, how many demons they have. So I'm in and around their environment. My life was awful. How horrific. Being forced to be in the same room with somebody who has a 1,000 demons, and all they do is just, drain me entirely. I mean, they don't even have to say it, but for them to think it, they just hate me. Why I didn't do anything to them. I say the truth. Why? Nobody knows another person's life. So, guess what? I don't believe anything about my dead husband or my worst abuser. Like, anything that came out of their mouth, like, they don't believe anything I say. Well, I don't believe anything you say. They were never my friend. They were never... If you don't believe anything that somebody says, you can't be that person's friend. And to say that they're Looney Tunes is really, really mean. Well, if they're Looney Tunes, what are you doing being friends with them? Oh, because they need help. No. My dead husband needed lots and lots of help. And I couldn't help him out. And that's just the way it is. And instead of saying an insane abuser, why not just say the unspeakable? And people know what violence is. People know what, I went through it. I went through way too much. And I just thought somebody would have a heart like mine and give me a place and all these years. Just like I would give Melody a place, and I would give Donna a place. If I was a multi-millionaire, I would give them a simple little place. Like something like, a room. Somewhere. Too expensive here. And then everything's going really, 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 really bad in this world. So, I disagree with those, the one gentleman called himself a bishop. I don't know their names. But they believed in the rapture. I don't believe in the rapture. I don't. It just, this world is just messed up. And my revelation verse is 2 Peter chapter 3. And that's all you need to know. Like, 1 day is 1,000 years, 1,000 years is 1 day. Do not think God's slow. He's waiting for the last one to repent. Because he doesn't want anybody to perish. When that happens, he comes as a thief in the night and destroys this earth in fire. Period. This earth should be destroyed completely in fire. There's barely anything good on it. I mean, for me to be worked against my entire life from the unspeakables, it is just outrageous. And they're forever in denial. The victim doesn't have a chance because of the unspeakables. That's just the way it is. There barely is any help for a victim. This world is just that sad. That bad.